What's up, guys? It's Joshua Jacob here, Scentsy Independent Consultant. Actually, your Scentsy Independent Director now. It just happened like a couple days ago, so I'm super excited about that. Anyway, I just got in a box of wax that I have been waiting on and waiting on and waiting on. So I'm so happy that it's here. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a happy Halloween if you celebrate Halloween. If not, happy Saturday. Okay, I'm going to start with the things that were missing. Hi, Eddie. I'm going to start with the things that were missing from the last haul, which was a perfect peppermint scent circle. So, yeah. And then we can move on to more scent circles. So I got a pumpkin roll, coconut lemongrass, Luna, cider mill. Cider mill's so good. Winterberry apple tea, squeeze the day, cloudberry dreams, almond croissant, baked apple pie, blueberry cheesecake, candied cranberry pecan. This one's good, and it's strong too, and an Amazon rain. So pretty much the same thing as last time, but just more. All right, so this is an order from me. Part of it's me, and then some of it's my mother. So I did order a red 25-watt bulb because I needed it. And then my mother wanted to try some sugar scrub, so she ordered the pumpkin cinnamon swirl sugar scrub. All right, let's get into wax. So, again, this is all mine or my mother's. This is not stock in any kind of way. So again, personal purchases. We got a couple of sugar cookie. I don't know what my mom's deal is, but she's never been like a bakery person. And now I guess for fall, she was like, I need bakery, which is really, just really weird. Excuse me. Anyway, Scentsy says sugar cookie, warm, sweet blend of butter, sugar, and creamy vanilla. And it's exactly that. It smells like butter. It smells sweet and vanilla. It's very similar to vanilla bean buttercream. I think vanilla bean buttercream has just the tiniest little bit of like more of a frosting, so maybe it's just a little bit sweeter. But sugar cookie is really good. And she was warming it. Every time I warm sugar cookie, I generally will mix it with something because I didn't really think that I was a fan of it. But she warmed it in her house straight by itself. And I walked in and I was like, what is that? It's good. She was like, it's sugar cookie, dee. And I was like, oh, well, I'm going to need to try that. So, yeah, sugar cookie. Get into it. Next out of the box is Almond Croissant. Almond Croissant is a fresh baked croissant is made even more heavenly with cinnamon sugar and an infusion of almond. This one, again, is very sweet. You do get a slight nuttiness. I personally would have rather had like that artificial almond extract kind of a scent going on. But that's all right. It's like slightly there. I just wish it was a little bit more prominent. Otherwise, it's cinnamon. It's a little bit like it's got a little bit of a bread, like bakery croissant kind of situation. And it is really good. Definitely sweet cinnamon, not overpowering cinnamon, but just like bready and a little bit of nuttiness. So that one's a good one. All right, next up is Dancing Sugar Plums. She ordered 3 of those. Obsessed. I gave her a box. She was like, I want something fall. I don't know what it is, but I just need something fall. I'm like, okay. So I had one of these lying around, and I was like, well, try this one. Obsessed. She went ham on Dancing Sugar Plum. So I got her 3 more of those. And Scentsy says, rich spiced plum falls right. I cannot read. I need glasses. Rich spiced plum falls right in step with visions of vanilla and sweet cinnamon apple. Yeah, there's something about this that makes me feel like it's more bakery. For whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe it's the cinnamon that they used. or just like the cinnamon apple situation. There is a little bit of plum in it, not like overly so. It's just like a nice little bitterness, and I actually really do like that. I like it a whole lot more on warm. So if you do have a tester of this, or you have a bar and you're just kind of like, I don't really know if I can warm it. It just blooms. Oh, it's so good when it's warm. I prefer it warm, of course. Okay, next up, I have 2 bars of pumpkin roll. Pumpkin roll is, to me, like just cinnamon, and there's like a little bit of a cream cheese maybe note in it, but not so much. It is in the bakery category, and it says, creamy pumpkin pie filling surrounded with yellow cake, pecans, butter, and spice. I wish there was more butter. I wish there was more of that. Like, pumpkin rolls, okay, so it's like pumpkin cake, like sponge cake or whatever you want to call it. And then you fill it up with frosting, cream cheese frosting, and then you roll it up, right? That's a pumpkin roll to me. This doesn't smell quite like that. It does smell pumpkin-y. Or, well, it smells spicy, like pumpkin spices, clove, nutmeg, cinnamon, that kind of thing. I don't get too much cake. There's maybe a tiny little bit of it. And just some butter. But overall, that's pretty much what it is. It is good, pumpkin roll. But I just wish it was more like this. But that's okay. I don't need it to be more like this because I have this. And this is Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl, my fragrance this fall. Oh, man. I need it everywhere. It's so good. It's like the perfect amount of sweet and creamy and pumpkin, and y'all know I don't care for pumpkin too much. So, Scentsy says, fresh pumpkin garnished with cinnamon stick and a dollop of whipped icing. I really wish this was, well, it would make more sense for it to be in the bakery category for me. But, you know, that's all right. Oh, it's so good. You do get pumpkin, that like earthy pumpkin. Of course, cinnamon, but then you get that icing, that whipped icing, and oh man, it's just so good. In fact, it is so good that I purchased 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why didn't I get 6? I have 5 pumpkin cinnamon swirl, and I'm gonna use every last bit of them. All the way. Okay, next up we have a couple bars of weathered leather. My mom is really digging this one too. She's got scent all over the place. I like weathered leather, but I like it in a scent circle in the back of the car. Like, that's it. But she warmed this in her house. Whew, yeah, that smells like leather. Like, it smells like a boot shop. She warmed 1 cube in an old Yukon warmer. It's a ceramic warmer, a full ceramic warmer, in like the back of her house. Her house is huge, and it was in the back of the house. 1 cube, that warmer. I could smell it in the kitchen when I walked through on the opposite end of the house. Oh my gosh, so strong. So if you're obsessed with leather, this is the one to get. So, oh, I guess I could have read the scent description on that. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, that one. Weathered leather. Step into an old-fashioned saddle shop brimming with dark suede, tooled leather, and a vintage saddles over a backdrop of oak. I don't think I get oak. Maybe. It just smells like boots to me. Like brand new boots. Boots and saddles. All right, so next up, this is for me, and this is Cedar Cider. I was going to say cider milk. Cedar Cider is so good that I drop it. Oh, it's really nice. It's almost like if you like Hemingway, you'll probably like Cedar Cider, or vice versa. Hemingway's not available, so I don't know why I said that. It is apple and woods. It is in the woods category, so Scentsy says an autumn medley. I always want to say melody. An autumn medley of the reddest apples, check, cinnamon sticks, check, and vanilla beans, nestled among fragrant white cedar branches. Definitely get the cedar and the woodsiness. You definitely get cinnamon. You definitely get apple. This one's really woodsy for whatever reason. I feel like it wasn't that woodsy. Now it was, and then it wasn't. Anyway, now it is. Cedar Cider, super good, especially on warm. All right, next up is a favorite that I have not had in quite some time. I picked up a few bars of apple cherry strudel. Apple cherry strudel is really nice. I will say that it does kind of fizzle out quickly, but there's no reason we can't enjoy it while it's warming for the first like day. Oh, it's so good. It's sweet. Ooh, there's more cherry in this than usual. Maybe the oils have kind of settled. It's definitely cherry. I don't really get like a strudel. No, maybe like a brown sugar type of situation. Anyway, Scentsy says Granny Smith apple, cherry, and vanilla drizzle insist on dessert first. Maybe the slightest bit. Oh, I have wax on my nose. The slightest bit of apple, definitely cherry. And then I would say like a brown sugar type of maybe crumb or strudel, but it doesn't smell like, I don't know. It's more of like a brown sugar vibe. That is mine. I'm keeping that forever. All right, next I have a butter pecan or pecan, however you want to say it. Scentsy says, if fall had a flagship fragrance, this blend of candied pecan and maple folded with butter would be a strong contender. It really is. It's nutty. It's sweet. It's really good. You definitely get that pecan, like earthy, nutty kind of vibe from the candied pecan. I don't know that I necessarily pick out butter. It's just more, it's like a sweetness. And then you do get like a maple kind of a vibe. So I guess that's what the maple and the butter kind of do together. Love it. All right. Next up, I have one of my cold weather favorites, and this is Christmas Cactus. Oh, that's good. I forgot how good that was. Let's find it here. Christmas Cactus. Agave nectar and citrus trimmed Siberian fir for a new kind of winter wonderland. Love this for when it starts to get cold. We had, I think, 9 inches of snow the other day. Super crazy. It was like 60 degrees, 20 degrees, 10 degrees, 60 degrees. Our weather is crazy here. But I really wanted Christmas Cactus and I didn't have it, so I ordered some. It's really good. You definitely, there's a sweetness to it, which I'm assuming is that agave nectar. There's a little tiny hint of citrus in there. But for the most part, it's that fir note. It's very Christmas tree. It's very, it's like the forest. It's like a Christmas tree. But you do get a little bit of citrus, and then it's nice and like, not sweet like a bakery, but it's just got a little bit of like a sweetness to it. Maybe like the iced pine kind of situation. Love it. All right, next up I have 2 bars of honey pear cider. I'm pretty sure that's for my mother. Honey pear cider was probably the first fall fragrance that I ever fell in love with ever. I'm obsessed with pear scents. I love them. I know a couple of other vendors have like just straight up pear, and oh man, they're good. So with Scentsy, this one is great. I get, oh yeah, that's really good. Definitely get some apple in it. You do get like that apple pear kind of situation. It's almost like Johnny Appleseed, like tone down the apple a lot with Johnny Appleseed, but it's kind of like that. There's some kind of a smokiness to it. I think this is in fruity. I'm trying to find it in the catalog here. I feel like there's almost like a smokiness to it. Like, you know, when you burn a candle, you can kind of smell the wick a little bit. But in a good way. I feel like that's in here somehow. Maybe that's just the spices. Anyway, Scentsy says, the scent of pure autumn bliss. Fresh, juicy pear and sweet honey together with subtle hints of spices. And this one's really good. It's not overpowering by any means. It's not cinnamon heavy. It's got that sweet apple, like pear kind of situation. And just a little bit of spice. Excuse me, I burped. And then honey. It's really good. It's super, super good. And then the last item is, I have Butterfingers today. Apple and cinnamon sticks. I do not care for apple and cinnamon sticks. My mother ordered it. For some reason, I think it's white pumpkin or white oak or something like that. It kind of gives me a headache. Yeah, I just don't, that's not like the best reaction to have on, YouTube, but I just can't get behind it for some reason. There's something in it that just sets off my head. Like, I can already feel it right there, and I just took the slightest little sniff. Apple peel, spiced white pumpkin, and a touch of oak. Maybe it's the pumpkin and the oak all together. But yeah, apple and cinnamon sticks, I just, for whatever reason, my nose is just like, no, you can't. We're not doing that. But anyway, that is all I have. I know my Grams ordered some more stuff, and I think that'll be in tomorrow. So I might throw up another haul tomorrow. Unless it's here today, I might have... I think actually I shipped it to her house because I'm remembering a few things. Either way, I'm headed down there, so I might jump on a little bit later with another haul, and I know that one has some warmers in it. But anyway, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you have a great day. Happy Halloween. Please stay safe. I know it's tempting, but please try and stay home if you can. Just do something fun with the kids at home. We really got to get this under control because it's getting to the colder months. Stuff's starting to happen. So please stay safe, and I will talk to you guys in the next video, which might be in the next hour or two. Who knows? Bye, guys.